The Trojan War was one for the history books. It was a brutal, bloody battle between the Greeks and the Trojans that lasted 10 long years. The Greeks wanted to get into Troy so badly that they couldn't breach Troy's towering walls. So Odysseus, one of the Greek heroes, came up with a cunning plan. He told the other Greek leaders that he had a brilliant idea for getting into Troy, but it would require some time to build. "I want us to build a giant wooden horse," he said. "And inside this horse, we will hide a few of our bravest and most cunning soldiers. The rest of the army will then pretend to retreat and leave the horse behind. The Trojans will think that they've won the war and that we are surrendering. They will be so happy with their victory that they will drag the horse into their city as a trophy. And at night my men will creep out of the horse, open up Troy's gates, and let the rest of the Greek army in. We will have won the war without even having to fight one more battle." The other Greek leaders thought this was a brilliant plan, and so they all agreed to it. They built the horse, hid the soldiers inside of it, and then the entire Greek army pretended to sail away across the sea. When the Trojans saw the massive wooden horse left behind on the shore, they were ecstatic. They thought that the Greeks were surrendering and that the war was finally over. The Trojans dragged the horse through the streets of their city, with the soldiers hidden inside waving to them from out of the windows. When they reached the king's palace, the Trojans made an even bigger celebration. They feasted and drank and sang and danced, all in celebration of the great victory. And nobody noticed that some of the Greek soldiers were slipping out of the horse and making their way to the city gates. Meanwhile, others were busy sneaking around the walls, looking for a way to climb in. By the next morning, the entire Greek army had snuck into the city of Troy, and the Trojans had absolutely no idea what had happened. So remember, if your enemy offers you a gift, be very careful. You never know what might happen. That's all for today. See you next time.